What's good? What's good? I feel like it's been forever since I talked to y'all. Or whoever on the other side of that camera. I got a few updates, quite a few. And it's a lot, so I'm gonna try to get my head organized. First and foremost, I started my new job. It's definitely more demanding than the last job. It's the same kind of work, but it's a little more demanding, this one. Because the residents at the last one, it was only 4 or 5 of them. This time it's 14, and it's an actual facility. It's not a community residential care facility like the last one, which was CRCF. This one, well, that is a facility. I don't know. This one's an actual facility. It has a whole campus ground, and these residents here, they're a little more off the chain. That's all I'm gonna say. Now, I went through my week of training. Training was great. We had great trainers, Mr. Rob and Miss Elizabeth. I love them. Rob is funny. Miss Elizabeth kept it real. Rob always had to keep Elizabeth in check. They were funny. They just made the class fun. I'm getting messages and stuff. And man, when I say I wanted the training to be the job, but you know, once it's only a week of training. Once you get off of training, you start the actual real job and where you're gonna be. And so I went into my residential facility. I don't know if I should. It's called Chestnut. I work in the Chestnut area. You got what? Sycamore. You got Chestnut. You got Juniper, Oak, Magnolia. It's a whole bunch of them all in that little roundabout area. Yeah, you got a couple of them. And it's just a big ass campus ground. Man, Chestnut is the trap of all the residential buildings. That's the worst one. I would get the worst one. Now with the 2 days of actual on the job training, not new hire orientation training, but of on the job training, I'm already a good fit. I get along well with my staff and the residents. My staff is like they're perfect. I love them. I can laugh with them, talk with them, chill with them. They're cool. I love having an environment that's welcoming and warming. Truth be told, I'm not gonna be there that long either, because I'm not gonna be set. Because I have to work every other weekend with this job until I get the real job I want. Because I don't give up on what I want. Where it's like a 9 to 5, perfect hours for my babies in daycare. I can get off and go pick my babies up from daycare, and I don't have to work no weekends, because I know there's not going to always be people to watch my kids on the weekends. Thank God for my parents now, because they're not going to always be able to do that. My mama's still in the military. She might jump up and leave, so I can't do that until I find that perfect job. And I wanted to be back in case management while I'm doing social work. That is when I'm going to give up looking for another job. I had the chance to do adult protective services, and I missed that opportunity. I don't even want to talk about it, but I know God is going to bring it back. So if they got a new position, I'll just apply for that one and see what's up. But nonetheless, I'm blessed because God is allowing me to work while looking for more jobs and stack money, and you know, whatever blessings God put behind them doors, He opening them all up to me. So I'm with it. But it sucks because every time I go, it's only been the last job and now this one. It's not like I've jumped too many jobs, but every time I get a new job, I love the people and I love the environment. So I hate having to leave. The last one I left, I liked that job. I didn't even want to leave, and it was easy. The residents were so easy to work with. They weren't crazy. They weren't all over the place, except for one. That one boy, he was... He's the reason I'm more prepared for these, because now it's a whole bunch of that one, just like I was dealing with the last one. Now it's a whole bunch of them like him. So it is what it is. But the difference with this one is I don't have to pass out no medication, and I don't have to prepare their food. That's already kind of like being done by the nurses that's on staff in the buildings there. And their meals are already prepped. It's like they already have designated orders. So that's good. They make it so much easier with that. But the residence is off the chain. That's the only difference. So all of that to say, I like the new job. There's a few differences, but it's still welcoming and warming, and I'm kind of experienced with it, so it's not bad. But I know I'll have some challenging days. I'll just put it that way. Now, moving on past that, I've had to revamp my schedule a little bit because my birthday's coming up. And I got some plans for my birthday. I'm not gonna say what they are, but today is one of them days that got me a little pissed off, because one of those things that I was doing early for my birthday was supposed to be done today. I'm at the building right now, and I'm not in there because they forgot about me. They didn't even, here's the thing. He didn't even forget. He just, the man is so busy and booked that he got me mixed up with another client, put it that way. So I had called, it's just ridiculous though, because I called weeks earlier to get this done, and he was all for it. I said, hey, I'm rechanging the date of our appointment from this date to this date. Can I do that? It'll work better for me and my new job, my new schedule, because I'll be working on the original day I chose. He said, yeah. So it went from being scheduled for May 24th, which is the day after my birthday, to May 16th, which is today. He was all for it. Then fast forward on May 15th, yesterday, I reach out to him and I say, I still ain't got what you said you would send me. I just want to make sure, you know, we still good for tomorrow. Just make sure my appointment's good at 11 a.m. He goes, yeah, I think I actually just spoke with your husband and sent him such and such and such. I said, hey, whoa, hold up. I ain't got no husband. You got to be getting me confused. My name's Kless Rice, and this is what I asked for. So are you sure you talked to the right person? Why, if you still confused, my guy, you gonna send me, oh, okay, yeah. What did he send me? I want to check, but I'm gonna mess up the recording if I check. But yeah, he made it seem like he realized the mistake and that he knew who I was. And so he was like, yeah, we good to go, good. Yeah, we still good. Tomorrow at 11. It's tomorrow at 11. I done waltzed my little cute ass up in there, and I'm like, hey, I'm ready for my appointment. I see his face looking all stupid. I see the woman at the desk looking all stupid, and they looked at each other and they look at me, and I'm just like, here we go. Don't tell me you ain't know I was coming. Don't tell me you didn't know. Uh-oh, I hope this phone don't get hot and turn off. It shouldn't. But yeah, and she's like, okay, let me see. Here's what really annoyed me. I can already see this was pre-planned, because before I even pulled up, I told him I'm almost there. It's just a whole bunch of traffic, which it is out here. They're doing a lot of work out here on the road. I said, I'm almost there. It's just a little bit of traffic on the road. He said, okay. That's it. Text, okay. But the appointment, the person he thought I was, ain't due until 2 o'clock. So it's like, if they ain't due until 2, my friend, how did you forget about me? You got to know that you're not talking to who you think you're talking to. Just be honest and say you were not prepared and tell me that you want to reschedule me. Don't have me coming and you know what I'm saying? I hate people who don't want to just speak the truth and get the truth out. They always playing lost. You know what it is. Just ask, just be real about it. Say you're sorry and do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I walk in there and he's just like, oh. I was like, they were like, no, you're not on the schedule for the day. You're on the schedule for the 24th. I said, no. I looked at him. I said, no, I'm definitely on the schedule for today, because I called you. He was standing right over there. You. And rescheduled. And you know I'm respectful with how I talk and friendly, but I'm still stern. I guess that's what people don't like about me. And I'm like, and he was looking like, yeah. And I'm looking like, yeah, you already know that though. And I was like, I called you and you said it was cool to reschedule to the 16th. And then I even checked in with you yesterday and asked you about where my product was at. But you was like, you thought I was somebody's husband, or you thought that I had a husband. I told you got the wrong person. He was like, "Show did, yo, that person come today at 2 o'clock." Boom, that's where he snitched on himself. Oh, okay, so if that person come today at 2 o'clock, you had to know me sending you a text today saying I'm coming at 11, almost there. I can't be the person you think I am. So you could have told me then. People let you come and show your face and do all this work getting ready for stuff and don't even be ready for you. I just hate that. I hate that. But anyway, long story short, my birthday present did not get done today like I wanted it to get done today. And I am a pissed off Gemini. That is the point. And you don't want a pissed off Gemini. Let me calm down. So on the good side of things, it was actually good that I came today because he wasn't as prepared as I wanted him to be, but I've seen his work. His work is really good. And so he was still getting some things together. I'm trying to say stuff without saying stuff. And I got to look at what he was working on because he was still expecting me on the 22nd when he could have just told me, "No, ma'am, I need to keep the appointment on the 22nd. And we got everything I want. We got it all organized and done. So I got that done with him today since he couldn't actually handle me. That's what we got done. And so now we have pushed the appointment to, I think it's the 21st at the same time, 11. So I'll knock that out then. My next off day. I was really looking forward to this one. But what's iffy about this job, they have primary and secondary people. If somebody call out, the primary person is going to have to fill in the position. And if that person call out, then secondary is going to have to fill the position. These people I'm working with, I can tell they're a little funny. They call outers. They like to call out. I ain't calling out on the day I got to give y'all finna hate me. I ain't coming in on the day I'm doing my birthday stuff now. So that's why I didn't want to reschedule, because today is going well. My baby's at daycare and I got this day all to myself to knock shit out. I hope next time it's going to be that same easy flowing day, because every day is different. Some days are good, some days are chaotic. So, damn, there's some good candy. Sour gummies. Now I'm just about to. Then I planned something else for my birthday too. That shit going kind of crazy. I bought stuff preparing for what I'm trying to do, and I'm realizing the stuff that I bought is taking forever to get here. It's coming all the way from Beijing, Hong Kong, or some shit like that. And I didn't know that. Same thing with my Mother's Day gift. I got my mom 2 things for Mother's Day. One thing I had to hurry up and buy on the spot because I realized the actual gift I got her still in fucking Hong Kong. It's just a lot, man. A lot going on. But because, Mother's Day is right next, close to our birthdays. My mama's birthday coming up too. Mine's 23rd. Hers is, I don't know if she would want me to tell, but yeah, hers is in May before it ends. So, yeah. I'm buying stuff for certain dates, and it might not even be here by the date. I mean, what's going on? What God is saying is you need to stop spending all that goddamn money. That's what I'm trying to let you know. Okay, well, after my birthday, Lord, I'll stop and keep racking and racking and racking. But right now, I deserve to splurge on myself. Okay? I think anybody would agree with that. Gemini's definitely. I'm so annoyed. I was ready to knock that out the park. Now you got me going home with my head shaking. Hung low. Let me just go get some food. See, this, when I get depressed like this, I like to go get some food. It's something else I need to do. And I need to stop doing. Money. But I came out here for no reason. May as well make it count. So, I'm gonna get me some food. Fuck it. I'm very annoyed. Shit. I could just make a salad at the house. I got everything I need there. I got fish to fry. I got chicken to bake and fry. I got steak to cook. I got everything I need at that house, but it's just something about fast food, y'all. Something better. Something better. What else am I forget? Oh, my baby Isaiah. She is teething, y'all. Her little bottom teeth is coming in. It's so cute. She's gonna be 1 come June. Another little boss ass Gemini, my little baby. She's trying to prepare to walk. Other than that, there ain't no new updates on the babies. They still spoiled and happy, and you know. But other than that, with my job, oh yeah, school. I started those new classes. I need to look. One of them is a class that I'm gonna have to literally call out of work just to attend an all-day Zoom chat with my entire class. And then I think it happens 2 or 3 times out of the one time. I think it happens twice throughout the whole course. But I'm gonna have to make sure I set time aside just to do that. That's the class I had to cancel these last 2 classes. I had to cancel on this last semester. I had to cancel it because I was unprepared. So this time I gotta make sure I am prepared. So I'm gonna go ahead and get with the Q and the supervisor and talk to them about those days once I actually sit down and look at it, which I'm about to do when I got home, since I got nothing but time now. Figure out the dates of those classes for the new class and make sure I have those days off. They know I'm doing social work, so they should be understanding and do that for me. Have somebody cover down on my days, because oh well. Long story short, y'all, as far as one of my experiences with one of these residents that had me, I almost walked out. It took three people to get that nigga in the shower. It took 3 people to get his clothes off and put him in the shower. He wasn't having it. He a grumpy old man. That man, so but he one of the funniest to me there, one of the funniest residents. He don't hurt nobody. He just grumpy. He grumpy. He got a messed up backstory, but I ain't gonna tell his business. He just talks shit to himself and to you all day. That's all he do. And every time he see you, he just flicking y'all. Get the fuck on out my face. Get off my face. No. That's what he do. You try to, what's up? What I do to you? You all right? What's wrong, man? You give him something, you try to give him his food. He snatch it from you, grab it, and then he flick you off. Get the fuck on. He'll tell you, get the fuck on. Leave me alone. I be like, yo, what is wrong with you? Funny. They're funny. They make my day. I can tell. They're gonna make my day, and there's days they're gonna make me hate my job. But it is what it is. While working that one, I'll be looking for a case management position. And then parts of me in my head is like, maybe I shouldn't, because once I start this internship with my schoolwork soon, they might be a job that I can actually stay with and hire me until I graduate and actually try to get an actual social worker position. So it's like, do I have to? I know God is, long story short, God is moving how he wants things to move. I no longer overstress myself. I just go with the flow. I've always been like that, honestly, but the way my PTSD is set up, because everyone's different, even with PTSD, it's hard for me to go with the flow sometimes. Sometimes there's like something in my head and my anxiety is so high and it's telling me I have to do this and do this and do that this way and that way. But going with the flow can make me feel more jittery sometimes. Like, nah, something's not gonna go right. I gotta step in. God keeps teaching me to stop stepping in and just let me work, let me do, you know what I'm saying? So, and every time I fall back, God step right on in and do his big one. So, yeah. Anyway, that's it. I ain't finna keep talking y'all to death. Talking myself to death. I'm about to go get this food. Dang, they doing so much road work out here. It's crazy. I'm trying to see if there's anything I want to tell y'all before y'all go. Anything. Sonic. I'm gonna go to Sonic. It's right there. I ain't finna even take my time going anywhere else. I just want to get home and enjoy my time while I can. Lord. I think that's it. I'm gonna let y'all go. And I'm gonna jump and I'll let y'all on the flip side. Oh yeah, my locks need to be redone. I'm debating if I want to get them professionally done for my birthday also. But, or I might just do them myself. I don't know, 50-50. If I do them myself, I'll record a video. But, yeah. Other than that, we Gucci. Bye, y'all.